Hare Krishna. One time, a group of 10 to 15 boys, headed by a boy called Ramu, decided to play a prank on a girl. They all decided a plot. The next day morning, as soon as the girl came out of her house, one boy went to this girl and shouted, "You are a ghost, you are a ghost." This girl was thinking, what is this boy saying? She went ahead, the next boy was standing there and he started to run away. Ghost, ghost, ghost. She went ahead, the third boy also did this. In practically half a day, she met 10, 15 of these boys, all of them called her a ghost. By the end of the day, she actually started to wonder whether she died and became a ghost. It may appear a very funny story, but this is how brainwashing works. This is how beliefs are installed in us. When we keep repeating or when we keep hearing the same thing again and again, we start to believe it. Just imagine if someone keeps telling you every day, "You are stupid, you are stupid, you are stupid." You keep hearing this from everyone, your parents, your teachers, your friends. What will tend to happen? You will start believing it. Even if you are intelligent, you will start believing that you're stupid and you will start to act as if you're stupid. Because our behavior, our thoughts are influenced by our beliefs. So beliefs are the fundamental foundation of our building. On this, our thoughts and actions actually stand on. So therefore, if we believe what others tell us and what our mind constantly tells us, just like this girl was constantly being told, "You're a ghost, you're a ghost," or someone constantly tells someone, "You're stupid, you're stupid." So we have a mind that constantly has a negative self-talk. It keeps demotivating us. You can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it. And we start to believe it. And once we believe something, we will also act on that same level. Because beliefs are like blueprints. Just like a building, before you make a building, you have a blueprint. You make that building in a paper, right? Or you envision the building in your mind, and then the building actually comes. So similarly, beliefs are a blueprint. What beliefs we have, our reality also will be the same. So the mindset very much determines what our reality is going to be. So therefore, working on our beliefs is very important. There's another story of one teacher who joined a particular school, and the principal of the school told this teacher that you have one particular standard that you have to teach, and there are two sections in it, section A and section D. Section A are the most brilliant students and section D are the worst students. The worst lot is in section D. So this teacher went, because she already believed what the principal said, and she went and gave the A class students her best teaching, and they did very well. And she gave the D class students, whom she believed that they were the worst lot, she actually didn't put her heart in her teaching and they didn't perform well. At the end, she came to know what the principal told was completely opposite. The A class students were the worst lot and the D class students were the best lot. But because she went with the belief that the A class students, who were actually the worst lot, she believed that they are the best, they actually could connect to that belief and they also performed well. And she went to the D class, even though they were the best students, but because she went with a belief, a pre-programmed belief that they are the worst, therefore she didn't put on heart, and the students could connect that the teacher doesn't believe in us. Therefore, believing in ourselves and installing the right beliefs in our subordinates is very important. Many times parents do this mistake of always criticizing their children. They always keep pointing faults in their children. You're not fit for anything, you are useless, you're very naughty. So when you keep reinforcing these negative beliefs, the child also starts to act in the same way. Therefore, it's very important that we cultivate right beliefs and we help others also cultivate right beliefs, especially those who are subordinate to us. In medical term, there is an effect called placebo effect. What is placebo effect? If a patient goes to a doctor and the doctor tells the patient, "Here is a medicine, very powerful medicine. I generally don't give this medicine to anyone and everyone, but this special medicine is for you. Take it one pill in the day and one pill in the night, you'll be cured. And this patient goes back and takes the medicine with great faith, great belief, and he gets cured. But this medicine was a simple drug, a base drug without any medicine or without any chemicals. How did the medicine work? Because of the power of belief. This patient really believed that this medicine is very powerful. So belief is something that's very, very important to cultivate, and it's important that we install the right kind of belief and uninstall the wrong kind of belief. And if we do this, we can actually become very successful in life, and we can have a very bright future in our lives. Hare Krishna.